Hey guys, welcome to Who Does That, a weekly podcast where we share stories of dating apps, depression, disillusionment, and so much more. My name is Madeline,
And I'm Nina.
and our goal with this weekly rant session is to air our grievances, hopefully make you feel better about some of your own, and maybe, even attempt to explain why certain people do the things they do. But this is probably a bit ambitious of us. We are always open to suggestions for topics you might like us to cover in future episodes, and we're going to be interviewing featured guests as well later on. But for our pilot episode, we are kicking it off with a discussion of the hot girl summer that we did not have. And like a good balayage, there are plenty of highlights and lowlights. So, Nina, I'm going to put you on the spot. What would you say was your cold girl moment? Your biggest oof of the summer, where you were like, this ain't it, Chief. I am straight up not having a good time.
Well, I'm just trying to understand what's happening still.
Me too.
Okay. So, for starters, I texted my ex. So
who does that?
My who does that is to my freaking self. So kill me later. It wasn't a big deal.
That's something we should mention, though, is that we are not exempt from criticism.
Oh, we are biggest critics of ourselves.
Yeah. If anything, this podcast is targeted mainly at us and how much we fuck up. But I'm sorry, Nina, continue.
I mean, that's really it. You know, you almost have my neck.
Yeah, no, we're eating ice cream and this bitch is like holding her phone really, really, really close to her nose and it's angled away. So I'm like, she doesn't ever feel the need to hide something from me. So she must be hiding something from me. And I like crane my neck over there and she's fucking texting her boyfriend. And the fact that she didn't tell me, first of all, ouch. And the fact that she was doing it in the first place, wow.
Not my proudest moment.
Just wow. But yeah, I guess so. It's my turn now to self drag.
I mean, we'll be talking about our lame summer and our lame conquests.
I mean, yeah, we'd like ideally for the format of these episodes to essentially begin with an anecdote, and then once the story's over, we kind of unpack
discuss said anecdote.
Yeah, the despair present in the story that was shared, and hopefully try and justify it. But again, no promises because we're still here doing this.
Get ready for our dark humor.
So yeah, what was my lowest point this summer?
The biggest oof.
This podcast.
What did you need the oofologist most for?
Okay, so in all seriousness, a few months ago, I had just finished my shift at one of my jobs, and I was sitting, like, in our back room, alone, in the dark, and I'd been trying not to cry all day. I was exhausted, I was hungry, and, like, not only was I stuck in the capitalist pit of having to work so hard for what felt like no money, but I was also upset over some shit guy that would not text me back. And I don't know why I was surprised by this. I really shouldn't be at this point, but, you know, I cried a lot. Like, I cried really, really hard because I was just hurt that, you know, I couldn't even be afforded the common decency of a reply because we'd been talking and flirting, and I thought, you know, we had a good thing going, but that was my mistake. Anyway, so I finally, like, gather myself and calm down and, you know, get it out of my system, you know, never gonna see him again, it's over, I'll be fine, whatever. And then, like, a week later, he texts me, like, while I'm in a meeting, and I almost threw up, because because I wasn't ready, and then being the idiot that I am, I respond immediately.
Who does that?
And, we get into this whole thing about, he was so busy, you know, he works so much, he's really bad at texting. I don't understand that, because I get this a lot, and unfortunately, it's not just from guys that I'm romantically interested in. I feel like it's a lot of people our age. But I can't wrap my head around the whole, Oh, I'm really bad at texting. It's literally gotten so bad that I was speaking to one guy, I think last weekend, and I was supposed to see him, and then I didn't hear anything from him, and then 4 days later, I get a text from him that says, "LOL, sorry, my phone died." And I was like, for 4 days?
For 4 days.
For 4 days.
He's probably stuck in the woods.
And I called him out on it, and I said, dude, for 4 days? And his, gold star response is, LOL, well, and I forgot. And I said, alright, well, that's the end of this dalliance. But yeah, getting back to the story that I was telling about the guy that made me cry, which is humiliating to even say. But he starts on this whole thing about how, oh, I just disappear sometimes, I just need my space. It's, a problem I acknowledge about myself that I need to work on. Boo fucking who. And I was very honest. I said, dude, I get it. Everyone has stuff going on. It's not like anyone's here sitting on the beach with a mimosa in hand, having someone paint their toenails. And I told him, that's totally fine if you have personal issues, but don't make it my problem. Like, don't make me suffer for your normalcy. Just say, I'm sorry, I'm having a tough time right now, can we reschedule? I think it took me less than 1 second to say that, and it would probably take even less time to fucking text it. So next time someone tells me that they're bad at texting, I think I'm just gonna jump out the window. Because I can't deal with this anymore. So anyway, I keep getting off track. Okay, so we're texting. He gets his little, sob story out. And I would like to think I didn't fall for it, but apparently I did. Because the next thing he says is, well, how can I make it up to you? I really just want a chance for redemption. That's literally what he said, verbatim. Redemption. And I said, being the absolute and utter slut whore that I am, I said, well, come over. I just moved into a new place. It's a lot closer to you. Let's talk. Let's talk. Who does that? I'm a fucking idiot. And it's like I'm 13 all over again. He comes over. We do not talk. We immediately start making out. We have great sex. And we have this whole bullshit sentimental moment over a cigarette. And I feel like everything's fine. Like I have that like serotonin kind of numbness happening. And we kiss each other goodbye. And the last thing he says, because he had a pet snake, and I was like, oh, tell your snake that I say hi. And he said, yeah, I'll tell him the crazy bitch says hi. And in that moment, I should have realized everything that I needed to know about this person, but again, I'm an utter slut whore, and I did not. So yeah, we kiss each other goodbye, he disappears into the night, and I never hear from him again.
Yet.
Yeah.
Maybe his phone died again.
Yeah, maybe his phone died for, how long has it been? 2 months now? Yeah, and they say our generation killed romance. But the worst part is I still miss this guy. I still think about him. And yeah, he was really good in bed and I'm stupid. Anyways, don't do what I did. If someone
treats you like shit,
doesn't text you back like and then serves up some sloppy fuckboy nonsense about working on themselves, oh, I'm just bad at texting. No, I'm sorry. No, move on. Please, soft God. Boy summer. I don't care how good the dick is. It cannot be as good as your peace of mind and your self-worth. I didn't mean to get all deep.
He brought a lot of weed, though.
He did. I don't think we should talk about that, though.
It's not like the police monitor this.
And not yet. Anyway, getting to the meat of the episode now, I guess. My question to you, to myself, to Nina, why do guys do this? And I know it's not just guys. I'm sure it's women, non-binary people, crazy. Everyone. Well, I don't want to say that. That's generalizing. I feel like bitches be predominantly more sane than their male counterparts.
Bitches are just more mature. I don't know why we're referring to every woman.
Yeah, like I don't want to be. I don't want to.
Women
I don't want to talk about women that way.
Women are more mature, but we still crazy. I think we still have those moments. I don't think.
But can you blame us for being crazy? I mean, this is the treatment we get, and yet still we're just dismissed as being too sensitive.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, we have the right to be upset. I mean, everyone has the right to their emotions, I guess. But I guess you should just understand, like, how other people are feeling. And
so empathy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have a bit of fucking empathy.
Well, see, you're being instructive because you're thinking logically. We need to put that on hold.
We need to think emotionally here.
No. You have to stop thinking logically, and you have to think like a single-celled organism that just crawled from the primordial muck, and you're oozing with a lack of evolution. You're completely undeveloped. Damn. Your brain is like mashed potatoes.
Everyone is gonna cringe at this description of men.
Tell me I'm wrong, okay? You're not. Tell me I'm fucking wrong. Get in my DMs. My Instagram is thick corpse bride, no spaces, 2 C's, and tell me I'm wrong. But yeah, so we have to roll back the sands of time and try to understand why guys do this. Because I know my story is not an outlier in any way. And neither is Nina texting her ex, completely normal, even though... But it's toxic behavior, and both these things are toxic behavior. I think that's what unifies them. Why? So I guess I'm getting to the...
Be crazy.
No, stop. You have to stop saying that. I can't do this show with you if you keep calling women bitches.
Hey, men can be bitches.
Absolutely. And in fact, I get a lot...
why do you assume I'm talking about women?
No, I get a lot of intense pleasure from calling men bitches, but that's another episode.
Who does that?
But yeah, so you think... Why do you think it is? I'm sorry.
It's always a good question, because, like, why does one ghost another one? Girls do it.
I think it's deeper than ghosting. Because because just ghosting is bad enough. But then ghosting and then getting back in touch and then ghosting again and then sometimes again and again and again, that's I mean, I think a vicious cycle.
Looking for some poon to slay.
That's okay. But see, I'm glad you brought that up, because if he was just looking for sex, that would have been fine.
Then why do you
listen. I'm so serious. I'm glad you said this, because my initial relationship with him was just supposed to be physical. And then we actually started liking each other, which is why my feelings got so tapped, I guess, and I was so confused because I couldn't really tell if I was just physically attracted to him or emotionally attracted to him. And he ended up saying the same thing to me. I didn't expect to like you as much as I did. I kind of want to date you. I don't want to just have sex with you. And that was the early stages. That was before he fucked around and really hurt my feelings. And then, when we started talking again, he asked me point blank, well, what do you want? And I said, again, I pride myself on being honest, especially with romantic relationships. And I told him, I just want sex. And he was like, all right, well, why didn't you say so? But my problem with this was, if we're on the same page, if we want the same thing, whether it's emotional intimacy or physical intimacy, why then do you still run away of exactly what you asked for? I think that's...
Because bitches are scared. Sorry,
Nina. Okay.
Because men are scared of what they actually want.
So this podcast is actually just going to be me talking because Nina keeps saying bitches.
You didn't want to take this in my creative direction, so I don't want to hear it.
What do you mean? This is a partnership.
Yeah.
This is a symbiotic relationship.
We're leeches off each other.
No, that's a parasitic relationship.
Oh.
I mean, this has happened to you too, right? Where people stopped talking to you and then you posted, a thirst trap and then someone got in touch with you again on Snapchat.
Always.
Yeah. See, Nina's
bitches
good at
be
that.
Thirsty. I'm so sorry.
Nina's a professional thought when it comes to Instagram posts.
My account's on private. Don't even try, whores.
Anyway, so yeah, why do people run away from the exact thing they ask for?
Because I don't feel like people really understand what they're asking for when they get exactly what they want. They're scared because they've been searching for such a long time. They just don't understand the concept of happiness or satisfaction, or like they think it's too good to be true, so they're just scared of being hurt, which are completely valid, but it also causes people to treat other people like complete garbage.
So are you saying it's actually like simpler for people to go back into toxic patterns and try to work on something healthy?
People do it all the time.
Okay, that
I'm not
makes
saying
sense.
it's better.
No,
I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying people.
No, but we're speculating here. There's no right or wrong answer.
Tell us why you ghosted someone.
yeah, feel free.
All of our faithful listeners, tell us why you ghosted someone. I mean, for personal experience, I met someone who is now engaged to this person. But she said their first date, they went out and she had just gotten the flu like several weeks before, so she was still like recovering, and she had way too many drinks and ended up like she woke up. She said she was like vomiting in this bar and then woke up in this guy's house, like on the couch, and like totally like safe and fine.
Okay,
and
good.
They're actually engaged now. So that's kind of crazy.
So the guy you were having a dalliance with,
this is not me. This is someone else.
This is someone else. Okay, I'm sorry.
Actually, someone else.
I misunderstood.
I would use names, but you said not to do that.
No, I'm trying to respect people's privacy. I know it's radical in 2019.
She said she was so embarrassed that she was gonna ghost him. Obviously, she didn't because they're now engaged.
Hey, she could still ghost him. You never know.
So I mean, like she ghosted because she was embarrassed, and I guess I understand that. But
oh, so you think ghosting replaces having to explain yourself? Or
I mean, for some people, I guess
having to qualify the situation.
I mean, face your mistakes. Like if you were cheating on someone,
it's a lack of consequences. Is that what you mean?
Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, it's obvious. I feel like it's case to case, like why you ghost.
Sure, absolutely.
So like, I mean, it could be just like not wanting to face the consequences of your actions. Like if you were in a relationship and you cheated on someone and then like kept seeing that person and then decided to ghost them.
Yeah.
Like, that would kind of.
So it's like a shame thing?
A shame thing?
No, shame. SHAME.
You guys don't want to talk about shame.
They don't need to know. That's another episode.
That's an episode.
Okay, shame. So you think it's like a place of shame?
Shame. Because non-commitment to your consequences. Is that right?
Not being non-committal. Not willing to accept the consequences of your actions.
I don't think that. I think we're misusing non-committal.
Maybe it's 10 o'clock. It's not that late. We're actually 85. Because that's, I don't know. I think that could be part of it, is shame. I always felt like it was a control thing, like a power thing.
I mean, maybe if they've been abused, and this is why I said it's kind of like case to case. Maybe if they've been abused in the past relationship, bless you, then it is like a control thing. Like you just want the control to like hurt someone, or you just want the control to like determine where the relationship is going and like when it ends. Then maybe you would, but that's so like short-lived. I don't know why that would satisfy your need to do something like that.
Who does that?
So, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at on that, is like, if you really wanted power, then how is a 2-3 week relationship gonna give you, like, the satisfaction of...
So, wait. So maybe it's just laziness.
Quite honestly...
Maybe. I think we cracked the code.
I don't think we should take it too personally, because it might just be pure laziness. And in that case, you don't want that person texting you anyways, because you deserve better.
No, it is always personal, especially if you've been intimate with that person. Because, you know, whether it was just a hookup, a friends with benefits thing, or a full-on relationship, the bare minimum of, you know, communication is still the foundation of even the least complicated relationship. Like, whether it's a wham bam, thank you ma'am, or no, I'm serious, or you're married, you still have to say, I just want this, or I don't want this. So, I don't know. I feel like it's a slap in the face. I feel like it's always personal. But if it's a character flaw on behalf of the ghoster, obviously,
I mean, yeah,
that's not our fault necessarily.
I mean, don't blame yourself.
I'm still going to.
You should. You're beautiful.
Thank you. So are you. Anyway.
And now we've entered the section of the podcast where we just compliment each other.
Yeah, that's the last 10 minutes is just female pleasure circle. Just sapphic love fest.
Oh god, that went a different direction than
no.
Are you sure there's no sapphic love?
No. I mean, I don't know. I think the bond between friends is very sacred and very intimate and can be very passionate. But like that's another episode.
I would never want to ruin our beautiful.
Getting back to let's pick your brain, since I feel like
pick my brain.
Why did you feel the need to text your ex?
Oh,
I wanna tickle those ivories.
I did not expect anything from this.
No, or else you wouldn't have done it.
I just reached out and I said, like...
She just reached out.
Reached out and tickled your balls.
Reach out and touch.
Sorry. Interesting concept. I just, it's been 7-8 months. No, like 8 months. We broke up at the end of January.
She doesn't know.
I don't even know what day is today.
Maybe they're still dating. Who knows?
Definitely not.
I think.
So I don't know. I just reached out. Like, he's been doing army training, and I was just like, "Hey, miss you. Been thinking about you."
Ugh, who does that?
And then like he texted one of my friends.
Why?
And said, "Why is Nina in my DMs trying to get me back?"
Oh my god.
Who does that?
Okay, but Nina, to be fair, you were in his DMs trying to get him back.
Not really. I think
a little bit.
Maybe I had a lapse of judgment, like for a moment. But I wasn't like, I want you back, baby. Please come back to me.
I don't know.
Let's not.
I read those messages.
Then you read into them incorrectly.
It's possible.
But, I mean, I never really intended that. Because he has a girlfriend, and you know what?
And his girlfriend, I think this is just beautiful. I think this just gives me a will to live. But his girlfriend's Instagram bio unironically says, live, laugh, love.
With the emojis and everything.
Oh, what a time to be alive.
What a pure soul, innocent, no-brained soul.
I mean, we don't know anything about her, I think...
She just looks like her head is empty.
Oof, Nina, sorry. We're trying to empower women, not crush them.
We're trying to empower people that deserve it.
All right. Jesus. So why do we contact our exes? Because
I just, wanted to know how things were going.
You want the familiarity.
I mean, yeah, that too.
You want the comfort. You want the... I don't know if reassurance is the right word, but for whatever reason, it's just so easy for us to only remember the good things.
Times. And I don't know, he was such an ass about the entire thing.
He still is.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is like he was such an ass in that conversation.
Yeah.
That, because of course it ended up being a whole thing. That I was like, you know what? This is why I broke up with you. Good. I was like, now I remember. So you asked me what changed the other day. I think that was it. Because he didn't respond to me, which is like, that's fair. Like, I don't care.
He ghosted you.
He ghosted me. Which is totally fine. Like, I broke up with him, so I can't really be mad about it. But he then, like, to rub it in my face, posted about how much he loves his new girlfriend, went and commented on all of her photos on Instagram and Facebook, and then made her his profile picture. Dare
I say a show of insecurity?
Oh, absolutely. They've been dating for a month, and he said how much he loves her.
However, you contacting him was also a show of insecurity.
Hey, I am very insecure and don't know what I'm doing, and I'm just waiting for life
That's why we're here.
to make sense.
It's never gonna make
So
sense.
I never said I know exactly what I'm doing or what's happening here. So,
damn.
Regather your thoughts.
I was really
on me.
hoping that someone did.
Nope, not me. Keep looking.
So what do you think unifies? I mean, maybe this is a stretch, but what do you think unifies the guy that I was involved with and the guy that you were involved with? As people. Not necessarily as partners, but as young, white
Southern
men.
white boys.
I don't know if... He wasn't Southern.
Was he Southern?
Mine wasn't Southern. I think
mine was Southern.
He was from the cheese place, Wisconsin.
The cheese place?
He was from... That's not Southern. Is that Midwest?
That's Northern?
I don't know geography. I'm an art student.
Minnesota? No, you didn't say
no,
Minnesota.
Wisconsin, Minnesota, same thing.
I just consider Wisconsin north because it is north of us.
Should we look at a map?
I mean...
No, we don't have time to look at a map. We only have 5 minutes.
4 minutes.
Excuse me. So what do you think unifies them, other than being...
Dicks?
White, cisgender, heterosexual...
Using all these damn
boys.
words.
You know what they mean.
To describe straight white men.
I think that's it. I mean, I think we listed the similarities. No, okay.
They really don't have that much in common, I don't think, except for that they're both... I don't know. We underestimate guys' emotions, I think, because guys are very emotional, and I don't think they let on how emotional they are, so we just assume they're not. But this is the thing. Guys' feelings get hurt just as much as ours do.
Yeah.
And they're just as much in their feelings that we are.
But they don't know how to process them in healthy ways. They don't know how
to process their emotions. They don't know how to show their emotions. And they think they can't show their emotions. They think in order to be a big burly man... that you have to just pump iron and slay the poon all day. No,
I mean, you're right. They're subject to heteronormative ideals, and they're kind of stuck in that rut of toxic hypermasculinity. And we're all affected by this, not just cis het white boys.
I'm glad you said hypermasculinity. In my philosophy of art class, that's art, that's a real class, we were talking about beauty. Yeah. Hypermasculinity is objectively not beautiful, according to scholars everywhere. So just take that under consideration.
I love that. I want that on a t-shirt.
But also hyperfemininity is not either. You have to be a well-balanced, normal-ass person.
I don't know her.
I don't either.
I don't know what that means.
I mean, you get it. You get it, though, right?
No, but I think what you said actually is the answer to my question. What unifies them? It's the inability to process your hurt, or not even your hurt, your joy, your desire, in a healthy way. Because when I was interacting with, the guy I was interacting with, he was going on and on about, like, his emotional issues, and I've noticed this is a very common thing with guys I'm not even that close with. They'll just start dumping their emotions on me. And I'm like, dude, like, unless you want to pay me $50 an hour for psychotherapy, get the fuck off Tinder.
Get the fuck off my dick.
Yeah, talk to your mom, talk to a friend, but they don't.
Find a therapist.
They don't. Yeah, they don't talk to a therapist. Okay, I'm generalizing. I'm sure that plenty of them
Plenty of men see therapists.
Do have a confidant, do have a doctor, do have a relative, and I really hope they do, because everyone deserves that. But I feel like there's still a sense of, I don't know, embarrassment, awkwardness when it comes to confronting feelings they deem not masculine, and that's why they dump it on a girl. Because,
or even just feelings they're uncomfortable with, that they haven't had before, that they don't know how to process, that they don't, like, know where it's coming from. And we all have those feelings. We're like, why am I feeling like this? And you just don't know, and you...
No, which is why you download a dating app and you just assault a stranger with your deep-seated insecurities.
Who
I'm
does
kidding.
That?
A lot of people, dude. Holy shit, a lot of people.
So a dating app is your new therapist.
Yeah,
because any forceps that matches with you is gonna get it.
And it's sad, it's really sad, because I'm just trying to, get some, and all I get is, Oh, I should just go through one of these days. I'm just gonna go through all my messages and read them aloud because I feel like you'd get a kick out of it.
They're their own
But
comedy show.
college is so expensive. Oh, my ex was so mean. You're so much nicer than her.
Fuck that shit. Your ex was plenty nice. You just are butthurt.
You just can't. You can't accept that you're the one who might have some problems.
That's the shit.
That need to be resolved.
Like, everyone's gotta take responsibility for their own shit.
Yes.
And I don't feel like people are.
Yes.
Like, sure, there are plenty of things wrong with my past relationships. Was it all their fault? No.
Relationships are a two-way street.
And,
sometimes
fault falls on
even
both
a three-way
parties.
street or a four-lane highway.
It takes two to tango. So,
I can't dance.
Me neither, but you get the point. It's a situationship is a two-player game. And so, if one player fucks up, you both lose.
And on that note...
So, if both players gotta fuck up pretty bad.
Nina, I'm trying to end the episode because I'm tired.
God damn it,
I'm tired of you. I'm kidding, I love you.
I'm never leaving, we live together.
No, and that's why you can join us next week for more
of this babbling nonsense.
I don't know what this is. This is...
What do you want to hear? Boys, roommates, wall
you want thingamabobs? I got plenty. So yeah, when the actions of others simply cannot be justified by rational thought, we must stop and ask ourselves, who does that? Alright guys, have a good night.
Don't.